Hello everyone, today we will be presenting you the T14. This is an American tier 5 premium that isn't actually available in the shop, but it sometimes pops out and you have the opportunity to get it. The key strength of this tank is his armor. It's got a 101mm all-round turret and a 50mm all-round chassis. It's got a pretty nice angle in the chassis, and also it's got a slightly good angle in sides. Then you've got side skirts. These side skirts, they actually add a bonus of 20mm in the armor. So if you face this tank, don't shoot it in that part, because it wouldn't be most likely to absorb your shot. Then plus the tracks. So if you face it, you should shoot in the side, but in the upper part. Well, the turret. This is a great tank for making hull down, because it's got the hardest turret in the whole tier 5 tanks. Plus a good angle. It's perfect to play in ridge lines, because it's got 10 degrees of gun depression. The mobility. For being a heavy tank, the mobility is great. It's got a 34 top speed and a power to turn ratio of almost 15. But we have to say that the tank traverse, it's horrible. It's set at 21.81 and it feels a bit sluggish. Well, with further saying, let's play a matchup. We have to say that when you will be playing this tank, you will always be facing tier 5s and occasionally tier 6s. You won't see tier 7s, because this tank has got preferential matchmaking. The gun. The gun of this tank is a 75mm, but it suffers from low penetration. As we can see, it only penetrates 92mm. So sometimes we will be shooting the APCR, that they are set at 124. This isn't a great penetration, but for tier 5 it will be more than enough for penetrating those KB1s and heavies. Now in this game we will go up to the hill and we will try to use our turret in our favor. An advantage. As you see, it's quite fast, but it feels sluggish when turning. The top speed was reached in almost 5 seconds. But turns, it will suffer from this 21 degrees. The accuracy. The accuracy of the gun, it's not so great, but it's enough, because we will be facing a low tier and they are likely to suffer from the same things at this tier. As you can see, the gun depression is quite nice. It's minus 10 degrees and we are able to shoot to the floor. With this tank, you are likely to be the fastest heavy tank in all tier 5. Now we will use our gun depression to play with these tanks. If they wanna pass, they will be shotted. As you can see, we are bouncing a lot of shots. Some of them will penetrate, but not very usually. As you can see, the shell trap time is horrible and the accuracy is not the best. Now we will try to engage these tanks from the back. Using our speed, we will go to the back part of them. Now that we annihilate all this part, we will go to kill some of them down the hill. As you see, the speed it's not so bad, so we can keep up with this guy. The heavy pops out, but we will use our gun depression to make our armor even more effective. The fire rate is not so bad. Now we will have to charge premium shells, because against this tank that it's got 100 millimeters in frontal armor, we will struggle. Well, this was a great example of what you can do with this tank. If you use the angle of the hill with your gun depression, the angle is extreme, so the ricochets will pop out. Moreover, the thing that I didn't said is that in the down part of the tank, in the part that it's located in this area, it's got 100 millimeters of armor. So what it means is that all guns of this tier, they will be very difficult to penetrate that area. Well, incomes. Despite we shot at premium shells, we received a total of 13,407 silver coins. Our damage was the highest one, and we've got this medal called Iron Wall. For this tier, bouncing 1200 damage it's crazy, because it means that we bounce twice as our life of our tank. Well, so now you've seen this tank and you can judge by your own if you should get it or no. In my opinion, it's a must-have tank, because it's a funny tank. As you could see, it's very agile and you can use it in different kinds of situations. It's a very adaptive tank. You're not, or if you don't have to go always to the heavy sides. As you could see, we use the speed to go fast up to the hill and meet those medium tanks. And plus everything, we will get a plus bonus for training our crews. Thank you for watching, subscribe and hit that like button, because it really helps out the channel. See you, and if you've got any wishes, just ask me and I will review the tank that you wanna.